Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Cancer, November 8, 2022. You appreciate leisurely or creative pursuits more than usual today. With your strong desire to express yourself today, it's a good idea to watch that you don't stir up unnecessary trouble. As the day advances, there can be some tendency to communicate too impulsively or get quite fired up over a difference in opinion. It's also possible that you're taken the wrong way. You may feel a little out of sync on an intimate level if there's a temporary lack of flow or misunderstandings now. Emotionally rousing activities satisfy you the most right now, and a need to create and express yourself uniquely is in the spotlight. When it comes to your personal life, you likely felt that the first 5 months of this year carried a sweeter and more open tune. This is because our great benefic, Jupiter, was soaring through your solar 5th house of true love, romance, and fertility. The good news, though, is that he isn't done yet. He will splash and spin backward in a retrograde phase to visit here once again. Pay attention to what changes direction in your life around these themes. It could be you, a crush, or a lover that also simultaneously changes their mind about something. If you happen to be single, you may realize that exes or old flames have their eyes and hearts open to you once again. Try to avoid unnecessary discourse over the next few days. Now that the moon is in aggressive Aries, you may notice that there is more conflict in your work and life than usual. Since the moon is reporting to Mars retrograde in Gemini, the conflict will be a result of miscommunication or terse communication between coworkers. With tension running high, you can do one of two things during this cardinal moon: take the lead in working through any issues or be part of the issue. The choice is yours to make. While the moon's return to your work sector today is an important chance to check in after Jupiter left last week, this will ultimately prove to be an important visit financially. The next few days will provide insight into the new dynamics on the job front in what is the last visit before Venus, the planet of money, returns to your income sector in 11 days to begin what could be the most lucrative weeks of 2022. Another day, another planetary energy, and you're full of big ideas. There is so much potential in a fresh canvas. What you decide to create will undoubtedly bring you satisfaction. However, you need to put your ideas into action. The celestial atmosphere gives you the positive inner support you need, but it's up to you to actually motivate your body to take the required steps toward actualizing your dreams. Exercise should be at the top of your to-do list this month. Things should go well for you today. This day brings an energy of organization and practicality. While you're often active in your pursuits, this is a better day for brain work. Sit down and review your goals and the strategies that you are employing to reach them. You may find that there are changes that need to be made, as modifying plans is often required with larger objectives. Don't hesitate to take on anything that requires figuring. As important as the moon's first visit to a fun, playful, romantic, and creatively charged part of your chart since Jupiter's return last week has been, so too is its return to your work sector for the first time since the planet of luck and expansion left. Jupiter isn't gone from your work sector for long, but while he is away spending time in a more playful and creative part of your chart, the moon brings a chance to check in with the planets that are still keeping the wheels turning on the job front, though with a lot less pressure and in a more low-key way. While the moon wraps up its first visit to your romantic sector since Jupiter's return today, and its only visit while Venus is in your Scorpio, the planets of love and luck have yet to come together. This has been a window into what is brewing, with not just the planets of love and luck working to give the spirit of romance a boost, but the planet of dreams as well. Our eyes in the sky. The day's powerful influences tell us to slow down. It isn't just a race right now, it's a marathon for you to do and soak in the healing. The Scorpio sun isn't playing. It requires you to make your mental health a top priority. As the Scorpio sun aligns with the south node of destiny, there is an interplay of power and authority that just doesn't seem to let up. Bosses and colleagues could even try some moves on you that leave you shaking your head in disbelief. People in relationships are going to have to find ways to compromise when Venus and Uranus oppose each other. You can't take on everything yourself. Giving up your peace for the sake of someone else isn't going to remedy any situation. Sweeping things under the rug never served the greater purpose, but with Venus wanting to break away from the drama and noise, it could be a temptation for many. As you rest your head on your pillow, Mercury and the South Node of Destiny in Scorpio will blast open your psychic ability and empathic nature. This is a great time to connect with the other side, but it will be important that you set some emotional and energetic boundaries. Another helpful minor connection between Mercury and Chiron can provide some cosmic healing, allowing you to shake off any hurt from the past. This can help you quash any issues that have been weighing you down in the romance department. This energy is also perfect for addressing your financial situation. If you're due for a raise, now might be a good time to request one. The cosmic weather is quiet today until mid-afternoon, when the Aries moon aligns with Chiron, making us agitated. Present situations trigger a reminder of long-buried insecurities, causing us to shadowbox against a phantom enemy. The irony is that this enemy is ourselves. We are the ones who are subtly replaying past events and reinforcing our own trauma. Naturally, it is easier to blame an outside party for our troubles. Yet, the only way to face this foe now is through acceptance and forgiveness. We must stand toe-to-toe with our psychic aggressor and integrate it, not denounce it through avoidance or passive-aggressive behavior. Healing can only come through reconciliation. Shortly following this, Venus opposes Uranus in Taurus, stimulating surprise events in love and money. Uranus is the arbiter of change, but Venus in Scorpio prefers to maintain control. Although our relationships tend to be paths toward evolution under Scorpionic placements, we still must wrestle with our fixations, obsessions, and jealousies. We expect others to be loyal to us, and us to them, and so when conflict arises in intimate dynamics, it can come as a shock. Even more so, Venus opposite Uranus presages sudden, unexpected circumstances. An out-of-the-ordinary, mysterious stranger may suddenly enter the scene, throwing our predictable life into upheaval. We may realize we need more out of a current relationship, making requests of our partner that push everyone out of their comfort zone. We may even decide we don't want to be partnered at all, desirous of personal freedom. The best way to handle this transit is to be flexible. This is not necessarily an influence of breakups, although it can be one of testing the limits and toying with the idea of illicit behavior. Infidelity would not be tolerated now and could lead to a breakdown of trust and subsequent parting of ways. On the money front, be mindful that this is an occasion for both windfalls and sudden losses. Don't gamble with anything you can't afford to lose.